This is Irontrader. It's right around 5 o'clock. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we had crude oil. Actually, it was a really good trading day today. I scalped some SCO, which is the crude short. That was very good. And then I also scalped some UCO. That came right down very, very nicely. Now, if you look at the bottom of today's candle, okay, what was the low of 80.83? Now, I always pointed out, watch this level right here. What did you have? 80.85. Okay, so you're within 2 cents of that support level. Very, very nice. Okay, so that was a really good scalp. When that Fed came out, now again, when the Fed speaks, okay, usually in the morning it's just like a mundane, slow day. But when that Fed usually speaks, the market just revolves either up, down, could be 3-4 times. But like today, it grabbed a hold of it and took right out. Now the Dow ended up over 400. The NASDAQ was over 200, and then the S&P was up over 46. Very, very nice. Okay, so actually, technology played a really, really good role here today. My TQQ just ripping higher. That's a really good trading stock. Amazon, Meta, Netflix, Nvidia, a lot of good stuff here. Microsoft and even Apple here was rallying here good today. Tesla had a good move here today. So there was a lot of good to trade. So every time you get a Fed meeting, always watch that slow morning here, looking to pull the trigger one way or the other. Now, what it is when this fell down here to this 80.83, I was watching all the levels here today. So it obviously went below this level here to 81.81. And then we watched the top of here, 81.62, and then we had 81.45, okay? Now, it went all lower, and then this is the key level I always want to point out. Always look to the left of the chart, okay? So that was at 80.85. It came all the way down to 80.83. Nice scalp going right on up here on the UCO. So I'm still long the UCO here, okay, from 31.90. Okay, so you're sitting right now at 32.32. So I'm still long, and I'm going to see what's going to happen here when the futures open up. Again, if it holds the bottom of this candle, that's the key. If it holds that, then I'll probably buy some more here tonight, carrying it into tomorrow. So we got to see when the futures open at 6 till 8 o'clock on exactly where crude is going to stand here. Okay, so that was very, very key. Now, again, if that's lost, we had the top of this candle at 80.67, but this is what you wanted to watch right here, this 80.50. Now, as this moves up, you'll get very, very close to the bottom here, and just take this, reverse this, and take it right on up here. Okay, so we got to see how that action is. Now, again, if this 80.50 is lost, then what we'll do is we'll come to the top of this candle. You're looking at 79.99. You have 79.90, and then we have here 81.62 at the bottom of that candle. Then we want to look right here. That's 79.18. Very, very crucial. And then we have 78.33. But what I like about it is, see this 8 SMA? Now, I was telling you here in the last couple of videos, when the price gets away from that 8 SMA, it wants to come back like a magnet to a fridge. Same way here, it wants to come back to it. And that's exactly what we did here. Now, when you look at this price channel, these are the blue lines. Okay, they act almost like a Bollinger Band. And when the price gets on the outside, it wants to pull back in. When it gets on the outside, it wants to pull back in. And that's exactly what I was looking for today, especially when we had that indecision candle yesterday. Okay, so that was a good selling point. Simple couple, 3 reasons. Number one is you had an indecision candle. Number two, you went right into this 100 SMA here. And then number 3 is your RSI here is touching the 70 level. So you had 3 good reasons to say, hey, I can get out of this. I can always rebuy it. And then today, when I seen that red candle here below today's candle, that was a good short, taking it all the way long. But you got to know when to take it off. Now, when you trade, don't worry about getting the bottom or selling the top. You're going to do it every so often, but you want that meat in the middle. Okay, that's the key to trading, is getting that consistent money every freaking day in the pocket. Okay, look for the meat. Don't worry about highs and lows. Always try to get that meat in the center. Now, if you put in buy orders, okay, so like say, you don't put the buy order in here at 80.50. Always put it up higher, okay, because a lot of times it might not get there, just like it didn't here today. Okay, so the same way with sell orders. Okay, you don't put a sell-in order at 83.32 because you're not going to get right there. Okay, it got as high as 83.12. So if you put that sell order in at say 83, you're good to go. So yeah, 30 cents, big deal. You got a long all the way from the bottom here. Okay, that's what you want to do. Okay, always leave a little bit of room. Okay, and don't use round numbers. Like say 20. Okay, don't use round numbers. Always say if you're going to sell it, go 1990, 1985. If you're going to buy it, go 20 and a quarter or something like that. Never use the round numbers because for it to hit that, it's got to either go below that price or above the price to get you locked into there. Okay, very, very simple tips, but very, very useful. Okay, so we're going to see what's going to happen with the futures when you open at 6. On the downside, again, watch today's high. That was at 82.65, and watch today's low, that 80.83. Okay, if lost, then we're going to look here at this 80.50, and then we can come down here to the candle, 79.99, 79.90, your 79.57 here, and then we can come all the way here to your 79.18. Okay, so that is going to be your downside. On your upside here now, what you want to watch. Okay, so you got 81.44. So this let's look to the left of the chart. So you have 81.45. You're coming right over there. Then the next level is going to be 81.62. Then we look to the bottom of this candle, 81.81, and then we look here, 82.50. Look at today's high at 82.65, and then we look at the 83.12, and then we'll come back over here, look at that 83.32. So that is going to be your upside targets, okay? So let's just see how it shakes out here. But again, this looks like a pullback. Now, again, are we just going to get the one-day deal and then she just rips back up here, or are we going to get this two-day deal kind of a situation here? You know what I'm saying? So let's just see how it all going to shake out here. You know, today with the futures, okay, or first thing tomorrow morning. Now, your weekly chart here looking very, very good. Okay, your 8-day here, 77.99. You're above your 50-day at 77.88. Very, very bullish here. Looking very good. This could come all the way down to there, and this will still be very, very bullish. Your MACD here, green above the red, looking good. Your RSI here coming off that 70-year, but that doesn't mean it can't go right back up again, just like it would hit here and then shoot right back up again. So that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, but you're up in that level there. That's always red flag territory, okay? So now your MACD here on your weekly looks pretty good, green above your red. Your RSI here looks good here. So this is still very bullish. We just have to see how it shakes out. So watch the key levels, watch today's high, the low, and the closing here on today. And then if it goes down, watch this key 8 SMA, your 21-day. If it goes up, follow the candles, okay? There you are, 81.62, okay, 81.81, 82.50, today's high, 82.65, and then you retest 83.12. Above that, here's your target again, that 100-day, 83.32. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, natural gas. Well, what we do? I had a nice scalp today in UNG, got 20 cents. Okay, I was happy with that. I didn't scalp no KOLD today. I didn't see any much of a range here, okay? And plus, there was just so much other stuff to do that, you know, it just wasn't time to do everything. Crude oil was a way better trade today. The short and then the long, that was very better. But I did scalp 20 cents, so I'm happy with that, okay? So here we want to look at the upside. Same old thing, okay? 1.71, that 8 SMA. That's your upside. And then right here, 1.772. Key level, on a weekly basis, you basically got to get over that 177 level. If you can, okay, then we'll just come to the top of that candle, 184. You have 191.8, and then you have your big 2.0, okay? That's what you need to do, but it's got to close basically above the 1.77. Okay, here on the downside, now we put a little bit lower low, but it wasn't really nothing. Okay, you have 1.68. What we're looking for here is right here. This is that 1.64 area. Comes off the top of this candle, okay? So you take that top of the candle, you bring it all the way across, 1.64, this is your support level. So even if this comes down to this level here, no big deal. You know, no big deal, as long as you're holding the rate. Now, what I do like about it is look at this price channel here, okay? Your price channel is flat, flat, flat. Now you look like it curved up, okay? So you got 1.581. That's actually just the bottom of this candle, Okay, so that's coming right straight across. So I always like it when that starts going on up here. That shows you that you got some strength. But right now, it just looks like a sideways action. Okay, once we drop below that 20 one day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days here of just sideways action. But you got to get above this 8. That's the start. But this is the key level right here, 1.77, right there, 1.77. You get above, then we just follow candles, 1.82, 1.84, 1.87, 1.88, 1.90, 1.92, 1.95, 1.98, and here is the big boy right here, 2.0. That's the target that you want to get. All depends on what you're going to do with the 1.77. So there wasn't really a whole lot there today. But again, sometimes just take what it gives you. Okay, so let's wait and see what the future's open here. And let's just see how this all shakes out. Again, watch today's high. That was 1.765. And watch today's low at 1.68. And then you closed at 1.698. So let's just see when the future's at 6 o'clock, how they go against the top of this and the bottom of this candle. All right, let's take a look here on the hourly and the 4 hour. Okay, so you really didn't do a whole lot. Okay, basically here, same thing that we had this morning. You got your stair step all the way down. It just looks like you have a bottoming situation going on here. Okay, you have your low and we have your higher low, and we just have a sideways action. So here's that 1.68. Okay, so you definitely want to watch that level. Okay, again, if that's lost here, what is this bottom of this candle? Okay, 1.68, that's the gap. That's what I pointed out to you this morning, right here. Watch this candle, 1.68, and then watch the top of that candle, 1.681, 1.68, 8. Okay, so this is what you wanted to watch, right here. There's your gap, there's your fill. Okay, this is what you want. Now again, if that's lost, we'll come to the bottom of this candle here, 1.658, and then we'll come over here to that what do we have? 1.646. That's lost. 1.643 is next. Okay, so always look to the left. There's your gap and your fill. That's pretty much where she went today. Now we want to look at the upside. So you want to watch that 8 SMA here. That's 1.69, and then we all grouped up here 1.72, and then you have 1.73. 1.758, but this is where you want to get back above. This is that 1.77. Once you get above there, then she can rip higher. But until then, we just have nice sideways action. Now here, very, very easy to see. I just click on that. See that price channel? That's what you got. There's your trading range, 1.774, 1.646. You have to trade the range until she breaks out one way or the other. If it breaks down, you take a shorty. You jump into KOLD and you take it down. If it breaks above 1.77, then you just scalp it long. First of all, you got your 200 SMA here. You got your 100 SMA at 1.80, and then we just follow right across. Okay? Very, very easy. 1.82, 1.84, 1.93, 1.95, 1.97, 1.98, and that's the one we're looking for, that 2.0. Okay? So just trade this range. Shows it perfectly. I knew with the price channels. Trade that range until she breaks out one way or the other. Now, don't be afraid just to take some small scalps. If you trade larger shares, especially like UNG is 1537. I mean, it's a cheap stock. You can buy 5,000 shares of that. That's, no problem. But all you need is 20 cents. You got $1,000. Okay, just like that. Okay, so don't look for too much until you can close above that 177. Then you can start taking either more shares, and then you can hold it for a little bit longer time. All right, that's what I got for you on Yokutsky and NES. I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we're going to do it all over again. Thanks for watching.